Yo guys, it's Shadow here. Welcome to a bit more special video today. Today we're going to look at the new update and the new DLC and everything. It's gonna be, well, kind of amazing because I've been looking forward to this update like hell. It was announced and I was happy and I thought this was the best update ever. And the thing is, right now I cannot really show you how awesome it's really going to be because this is only going to work in an actual survival game when you actually find these things. But I can show you the blocks and whatever, and we'll figure it out as we go along. So first, of course, as announced, the safe zone. This thing. A huge, awesome block. This one is active, as you can see, and then over here we have an inactive safe zone, just so we can see. Or rather, this one is not even set up right now. I will show you real quick. So, if you place this as a safe zone, it will be in this mode right here. Let me just disable all the signals here. And you go here, and then you will check the control panel, and here you can see enable safe zone on off. So we'll have to turn it on for once. Now you can see it looks different. That is because it is not ready yet. This safe zone has not been initialized, and therefore this is, as you can see, if I enter it, there is nothing happening. If I enter this one, it will say you enter the safe zone. There we go. And this is because I haven't entered any zone chips yet, but we'll see that in a second. So you can change the distance of the safe zone. I think I can only go that far because of power, probably. I'm not quite sure, actually, why I cannot. Oh, maybe because it's colliding with that safe zone. That might be a problem. Anyway, you can change the range of the zone. Then this is quite complicated. You can filter in which players are allowed in, which players are not. If you're on a multiplayer, you can say you will allow damage in the safe zone, so you can create kind of a PvP zone if you wish. Allow shooting, allow drilling, welding, grinding, building, voxel hand, landing gear lock, conversion to station. There's a lot of things you can trigger on and off, which is kind of cool. Then you can change the color of the zone. So for example, I could make this completely red if I wished. Well, you will not really see it like this, but in a second. Hold on. There we go. And there is, yeah, we'll have to check these out later. These belong to the DLC. Content, well, this is for the screen. So that's it. That's the setup. Now, if you want to actually activate the safe zone, you have to put in a so-called zone chip. I have spawned myself a few here. And let me just drop one over here for now. So if you whoops, there we go, one. If you plop one of these in, hop back to the panel here, you will see it will initialize a safe zone. So you cannot just build a safe zone and instantly have it. There is a cooldown, which, good idea, because otherwise they would be kinda OP-ish. So that's kinda cool. So it's like a 25-30 second delay before activation. Good idea. And once it's activated, boom, there we go, zone enabled. Now it also uses a lot more power, as you can see, and it only lasts for an hour. And also now you can see the beautiful red color. It's pretty nice. I love this effect, by the way, this shield effect, how it goes through the objects and how it looks visually. I really love it. It's so cool. So yeah, so you have to pay an hourly upkeep with your zone chips. Good idea, great idea even. So you can use these in a multiplayer setting without having them being OP, so I dig those. Right, so let's look the next thing, which is the store. They look like this, they're kind of cool. They have, as all the blocks from these DLC, have a big conveyor port on the back, and as all the blocks from the DLC as well. Only for large grid. Also, just notice when I go into the zone here, unable to place, even though I am in creative mode. Now I cannot even switch to another block anymore once I'm in the zone. So it works. Let's put it that way. And also, I cannot place it from the outside. It's pretty sweet, you know. See, I have to have at least a certain distance to it. So, the store. So you can go to the store right here, and if you activate it like this with T key or whatever your activation key is, you will see these three windows here: buy, sell, and administration. Now, I guess if you happen on a NPC spawn station, there will already be stuff in here. Now, I have created this here, the buy and sell, these two. I have created them myself. And you can see this is like 20 of these for 3,019 space credits per piece. We're also selling elite hand drill, one piece for 2,000. Now, if you want to create these, there's new offer, new order here. You can type in everything you want, how you want to, what you want for it, a transaction fee. Even there's a lot of customization here. What I noticed is there is, if you have a new offer, there is already a price per unit, which you cannot. Well, you can change it, but it is kind of interesting that there is like a suggested price, apparently. I'm not quite sure how, but it goes to a certain price, and you cannot really go lower. See, and there we go. For a bulletproof glass, it's 1,015. You cannot go lower for that. For a missile, it's 36,781. I don't know how they calculate these, but you know. There we go. So, I think these will be explored better in a survival game. I hope to do this on next episode, hopefully, if one of these spawns in my world. We'll see. And then there's the contracts. Now, this one, again, there's available contract, accepted contracts, and administration where you can create your own. Sadly, this one didn't spawn with any. So, but basically, there's a few different kind of contracts: hauling, acquisition, search, and repair. And actually, there's also a bit more. There's bounty and let's see, acquisition, bounty, escort, hauling, repair, and search. We'll have to see how these actually look in game in a survival world. But yeah, so far, again, even though I haven't really seen them in action, I absolutely adore this update for now. This is great. Now, let's transition from the update to the DLC. Now, this is a bit of more of a question, of course. The DLC's price, I think it's about $4. It's kind of hard always for me to tell since it's in my currency and not in dollars, but it's about $4. What do you get from it? Well, you get the ATM, which, well, it's kind of cool. You it seems like it is some sort of I'm actually not sure if it's some sort of depositor container or something. I can deposit money in it, I suppose. Let me actually spawn. I haven't really tested them right now, so let me spawn some credits here. Hold on. They're probably under S, I would say. Space credits? Yes? No? Or are they just under credits? Oh yeah, the data pad. I also wanted to take a look at that because that's also pretty cool. Oh god, look at that. There we go. I shouldn't have spawned that many, but the data pad is also new. You basically can right-click it and give it a name, and then write something in it, blah, 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 whatever. And you can give other people this thing, and they will see what you have written in it. You know, you can just drop it to the floor. Right, there we go. And then people can go and pick it up. You know, leave these around your base, tell a story with it. That's pretty cool. But I wanted to get myself some space credits. Can I not spawn those? Because I thought they were spawnable items. I was pretty sure about that. Hold on for a second here. Ah, okay. So you can withdraw. You have some sort of space credits already, or I had some space credits, and here I can actually get them. So I can say withdraw. Let's see. Let's My account balance is 8,000 here, so I can withdraw 8,000 space credits. And now I should have them in my inventory. There we go. Let's drop these and look how they look. Just like that. They're kind of cool. So yeah, these are the items, and then there are vending machines, which are basically, again, trading stations, but a little bit different. They look kind of cool. But I don't know. They don't seem to have an inventory. Oh yeah, they do. They just don't have a, what's it called? A conveyor at the back. So they're a bit weird, but I mean they look kind of cool. Let's put it that way. Also, actually, let's go first to the other things that you got in this DLC, not to the couches, because yeah, I'll talk about that later. Also in this DLC, new skins. Mainly, let me show you. The new skins are. Let's see, where are they? The miner was one. Let me put that on real quick. Also, let's try to get a color that doesn't look like crazy and all. Yeah, let's put it that way. So yeah, that is the miner skin. I don't know. I'm generally speaking, I'm not the biggest fan of the skins in general. But I guess it looks kind of cool, you know, it looks a little bit dirty and gritty and whatnot, so yeah. The other skin, I think, was the soldier skin, which was this one. That one looks kind of badass, to be honest. Don't know what to tell you. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the personal skins, but, you know, they're fine. They're okay. Other things that we have in this DLC are, and that's it's a lot, believe me, it's a lot of the zone skins. So we have Aura. We're gonna go through these real quick. This one looks pretty sweet. Can we do it like this? I think that would be the coolest to look. There we go. Aura. We'll do it like that. That's the fastest. Then Organic. Oh, that looks mean. That looks like a Zerg alien kind of thing. Rain. Okay, that is kind of cool. Dots. That looks very Tron-like. Disco. Oh, that also looks very Tron-ish. Very cool. Noise. A bit generic, but okay. Hexagon. That is cool looking. That looks really like protective shields. I like it. Lines. Don't really like that one, but yeah. I mean, you get it if you get the DLC, so why not? Digital, that is kind of the Matrix. Oh, let's make it green, just to make it officially Matrixy. There we go. There you have it. Glora. Looks like you know, if you have a spray can and just from a distance spray it, and you get these little droplets. Clang. That is pretty cool. I mean, that's like a tip of a hat to the community. I like it. Voronoi. That looks pretty sweet too. Restricted. Oh, this is with police. Restricted area. That's kind of cool as well. I mean, if you play put together some scenario, this might be a very interesting zone to use for certain situations. And then the Keen Software House logo. So these are all the zones that you get. Pretty sweet. Now, hold on for a second while I show you what else you will get. Alright, the next thing is actually new with factions. It's faction icons. Well, first colony will leave this faction real quick. Yes, that's fine. I hope nothing is going to shoot me. And we'll create a new faction. So now, here, you have faction logos. You get, I think, 30 of those faction logos. I think if you don't have the pack, you just get like a default logo. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, you get a ton of logos. And that is kind of cool. I wish these were in the base game, to be honest. Because, you know, just so you can kind of express yourself a little bit. Also, I don't quite know if you can put in your own logos. That would be even better. Even though that would lead to inevitable penis logos, for sure. But, yeah, they're kind of sweet. I mean, there's a lot of, like, space engineering things like this and that, you know. Not these generic logos that you get in other games, maybe. It looks pretty cool. And, of course, you have the general ones, like the skull and the gears and this Star Trek looking thing. But yeah, also like Trader Faction and whatnot. So they're pretty cool. And you can play with saturation, logo color. You can be the evil space pirates of whatever. There we go, evil space Vikings. Yeah, and also obviously what this update added is the reputation system. Now I think this one will work with the contracts. I think also you can add NPC identity to these. I have to kind of play with this a little bit more before I can give you like a full thing on it. But yeah. Also, I just realized I mixed update with DLC here. Oh well. The other new thing, we got more armor skins. Now I have to check it out real quick because 2 of these are from this update. I think it is the Disco. And I think also Glamour. Yeah, Disco and Glamour are the one from this DLC. So let's go the Disco. Let's see how that looks. I mean, that is pretty fabulous, to be honest. That is pretty fabulous. And say what you want about if it's hideous or not. I actually like it because it really differentiates the block from normal looking skins. It really looks a lot different, so I like that. And the other one is the Glamour skin. Let's put this one right below here. Oh, there we go. Yeah! That looks... Oh, okay, the heavy... Wait, is this the heavy armor? No, this is the light armor, right? The light armor looks a little bit weird. No. Wait. Which one is which? I think... Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, this is the heavy armor, right. So the heavy armor looks a bit weird, in my opinion. The light armor looks better. Looks kind of cool. Again, say what you want about if you want to use these or not, because they look kind of weird. But they look very distinctive, that's for sure. So I like that, I have to say. I think that is a good thing. So, is this DLC pack worth it? That's the other question. Now, I would say for the safe zone skins alone, it's quite good. Because they look really awesome. I mean, the ATM and the vending machines are... Yeah, they're kind of cool, I guess. Also, they have these little buttons here. I mean, they're very cool to use. So, that's also okay. The 2 armor skins are very different, so I like those. And the 2 character skins, I don't really care about them. But I think overall, this is a pretty good DLC. If you want to support Keen, I would suggest getting it. Again, you don't need it to play it at all. That's the beauty of it. But I think this is much more worth it than the last one. Not sure if it's more worth it than the first one, because it doesn't really include any like general purpose block. I mean, if you don't really create worlds with ATMs and vending machines, you know, scenarios like that, then you might not want to have these blocks. But generally speaking, I think the DLC, it's probably worth it. Now, something else that is special, they added new content to older DLCs. Namely, I think the one they added the most to is the... What was it called? The Design DLC. The one that I said was the worst value of them all. The second one. Now, they added some more to that. They added 2 more armor block skins. They added the... Where is it? The wood? Which... I mean, you can already imagine how this is going to look. I wonder how it's going to look, generally speaking, with colors. Let's... there we go. Wood. Why is it not selected? Why don't... Wait. Oh, do I not have these? Requires deluxe. I know I don't have the deluxe edition DLC. I know I don't have this one. it will add the golden armor. They added this one as well, but I think at least these two I should have. That's kind of weird. I have to check these out real quick if something messed up with the installation. But yeah, you get these two additional armor skins and also L-shaped couches. I mean, that's kind of cool. Also, since I really like it that they added new, you know, content to an older pack, and I think they also reduced the price. So I think they heard the feedback that people were not really happy with that pack, and they added a bit to it. And I have to say, Keen, well done. You're listening to the community, and that is great to see, you know? So yeah, I'll have to really quickly check what is wrong, why I cannot use these two blocks. It's these two armor skins. It's kind of weird. Because also I think this is new as well. Everything looks a little bit newish to me. I really literally just started up the game without doing anything else. So there's a lot of new things right now. And I think the silver armor is also new. Looks kind of shiny. Very cool. But yeah, I think most of these will have to experience in game, especially the trader and the contracts block. I mean, if there might be some guys outside who will out there who will use these in their own scenarios. I probably won't, because I'm more of a survival / creative design player. I mean, I might put them on ships just to make things look cool. But yeah, I will just use these as a user, most likely. So yeah. Right, so sorry this was a bit a shorter and a bit also a confused episode. No, actually, it wasn't that much shorter, wasn't it? Well, I hope I didn't miss anything. I am delighted with this update. Amazing. I'm also delighted with the DLC. Good job. Also, more content for the older DLCs if you already had them. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I almost forgot about one of the most important things. Damn. Hold on. The medkit. Let's spawn one. There we go. And what is it called? I think it's called power kit or something. Oh, jeez. There we go. Power cell. Power kit. There we go. These. I almost forgot about these. They're new consumables. So you basically just put them into your hotbar and then press the appropriate button and that will consume them. Now the med kit obviously gives health and the power kit gives you energy. So if you're on a longer journey and expect to be either hurt or run out of energy, you have to take some of these with you. I find these are a good addition as well, because in my playthrough right now, I noticed a few times when I went out to a bit further asteroids to mine on my own, I would run out of energy very quickly, so these would be super useful. Also, if you're assaulting like a station or something, these might be very useful too. Can you stack these, by the way? Hold on. I'll try this real quick. Can you stack them and just basically spam them? Here's 100. Oh yeah, you can totally stack them, huh? Yeah. And then you could probably just stack health kits and then run at the station, just keep spamming the button like this. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I think that is it for today. Again, super happy with this update, super stoked to try it on my survival world, see how it's gonna go. Just, I'm still amazed by this game and keen that they still put so much effort into it. And so much updates for free, and then the DLCs as well, they just work in my opinion. I think now they kind of got it with the DLC, how much they need to put in to make them worthwhile. And yeah, I think that really proves to me that Keen did not abandon Space Engineers. They will not abandon Space Engineers for now. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next major update. It's gonna be great, I assume. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.